Are we ready? Are we steady? I presume we are. So let's go! Hello everybody and good afternoon, or wherever you are in the world. If you're not in the UK, welcome to the fourth episode of the Mercedes No R&D challenge on F1 2020. This is the first time I'm streaming it on Twitch, but I've had issues streaming through my Elgato to do it directly to YouTube. YouTube seems to have a very low bitrate when you off the PS4, so we're doing it on Twitch, and then we'll come across. Piers, I still think I'm doing the last stream that I did. That is not correct. I will have to alter everything now, but I hope you're doing well today. Stream manager, pencil. Yeah, got that. Yeah, got that. Yeah. Put category. F1 2020. That's what we're playing. Can we hold on? Can we hold on? I'm just going to put it in my League Racing Discord arena, the Speed and Power League, and we'll get going. No other leagues, banter clips. Ah, yes. It's good to be streaming. I'm enjoying it. I mean, I've enjoyed doing live comms the last few years, but it's nice to be streaming as well. You know. Right, I say we need to just get on with it. iPad, put it in front of the television and go. And I've been debating whether to get a new gaming PC today, like get one on finance for 5 years. I mean, it's quite an investment. Anyway, R&D tree. There you are. We haven't done any R&D. Obviously, you can't do everything about the PU upgrades that the manufacturer gives you, or the reliability. That's just got into game. There's no way to disable without doing mods on PC, and we're on a PS4 Pro, so that's not happening. But at least we're on the correct console, and that's all that matters. So you are going to see the line go very vaguely up, but not intending that to be the case entirely. Right, so we just need to press forward to the French Grand Prix. So usual rules. We'll bump through it all. Just let me first of all fit Power Unit 1 so they can sim the Prix. I'm only doing that to avoid getting a very bad rep. Meanwhile, I've got the Queen of Goats texting me. I should have a cheese and Marmite sandwich at my Starbucks if I ever go there. What I shouldn't realise is male cheese is my favourite thing to eat, and if I wanted to try Marmite, which I confess I've never tried, I'd actually buy a jar of Marmite and then try it out of the jar. That'd be way forward. I mean, unconventional. I'm not saying Marmite can't be an ingredient. Yeah, as if I've never tried Marmite. Right, workstation. Oh, cloudy and cloudy. Yeah, like sim the Prix. France, last time I did a race at France was the TSRG race where I made my debut, and that went very well. So I was flying through the field, and then I got taken out at the beginning of the Mistral because someone just lost it, and I was just there. Not I could do. Don't blame anyone for that. The last pop race was the SLR race. Also, that were on the pleb box. Got a podium. Oh, there was only like 8 drivers in that field, but you gotta be in it to win it. And I still didn't win it, but you know. Okay, and also I do need practice in the Merc, because I don't know what I'm doing Xbox Championship next, so everything else is going to be in an equal car. Which I think is based on the Merc, if not significantly upgraded multiplayer stroke my team car. But I'm looking forward to this. This is all things. It's a bit different. Yes, of course we've got a front running car, but how long that's going to be the case for? 16 races, so we get the coronavirus impact in, and we could get rid of it, a shit few races. I mean, that's always subjective, because someone will think, why is France in? Well, to me, it's home of Grand Prix racing. You've got to go to France. Whilst you're doing F1, we call it a Grand Prix, not a Grand Prize or a Grosse Presse. Or think of any other language, or Grand Primo. We call it a Grand Prix. Ultimately. Let's stick power unit number 2 back in, well, all the bits we don't need yet, because we need to wait until a few more races before we go column 2 on the other 2 pieces. Right, the rules are, we do 1-shot quali, 25% race, and we'll do, I'll do a couple of races, see how I feel. If things are going well, I'll carry on, may even going as low as possible before I dare to leave you all to eat some cod and some haddock. That's right. It's Friday. It's not fish and chips. But you know what it is? It's cod and haddock. Which on a Friday, you can't go wrong. And I guess that means I'm obeying my Irish family's Catholic roots. On my father's paternal side. Of family. Right, load car setup. France. Now, I believe, yeah, that France setup. I've used a lot of setups since then, but I wish you could just go, right, I want... Okay, I wish you had all the setups, but then in particular, be able to be able to separate them into separate sheets for every track. I'll go 5 arrows to not kill fronts. Right, let's do this. If you are watching, get involved in Chateau. Front end is sharp. Honestly thought in this career mode now, Red Bull would have caught up, if not Racing Point or someone. The AI must be developing really slowly. Try to hand me the challenge. We're leading Drive Championship. Constructors is looking very healthy. It's sweet as sugar. Or sweetener. Other sweet things are available. Still P12. Oh dear. Speed up. Sector 3 coming in. It's a bit gloomy here. In the south of France. But the way to describe the way the weather's been last couple of days, if you've asked me at the time, would have been ill edge. It's snowing. P9, this is not a great quali, but you know what? On an option tyre, this ain't too bad, considering there is a bit of a delta. P9 it's going to be. Okay, we can work with that. Oh, P8 actually. I forget that you got to go further in this game than last game. Get to that line.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Hamilton, Verstappen and Sebastian Vettel. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
That we will do. I just realised tomorrow, Amy, she's back at you, which means I can teach her to do F1s before my PRF1 retirement party at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. You get her up to speed, get her to do Russia. Imagine your first league race. I know I mentioned this in my 3 streams that I did yesterday. But imagine your first league race of your life. Mine was at Australia. An F1 2090 PRF1 Season 1 Xbox Division 1. A lot of ones in there. Australia is easy to do corner cuts, but I've been doing F1 games for God knows how long. I've been playing them for 20 plus years now. Amy played them for about 2 weeks, went home, back to Harpenden. Oh, why is Queen of Gut suggesting methods to eat Marmite now? Yes, I'm also not going to eat the entire fucking jar. For a chocolate spread, oh yes, definitely. I'd have chocolate spread. Oh, oh no, I'm semi-naked. We don't want to. Nobody wants to know that or see that. Right, you know the drill, everybody. C'est le Grand Prix de France. Aim is busy browsing on ASOS. ASOS!
Welcome along then to France, host of the world-famous Tour de France. But we're not talking two wheels today, we're talking four, in a country widely thought of as giving birth to the art of motor racing back in the late 1800s. We've come a long way since then, and you're about to find out how far. It's time for the French Grand Prix. Mastering a lap of Paul Ricard means getting to know 15 corners, 6 left and 9 right, for an overall lap distance of 3.6 miles. The two halves of the long Mistral Straight are separated by a heavy braking zone into a potential overtaking hotspot at the Chicane Nord. And watch out for the drivers running onto the distinctive coloured stripes, which are low in grip and highly abrasive. Alongside me to discuss all the action today is Anthony Davidson. Thanks for joining us, Ant. And tell me, you were down in the pit lane earlier. How do you think the track conditions are today?
Well, it's looking a bit cold out there, if I'm honest. These tyres have quite a narrow operating window in terms of the temperatures they need to extract the best grip. So with a cold track surface, it's going to be harder to keep those temperatures up, which will lead to lower grip and maybe more mistakes.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Leclerc, Lance Stroll, and Perez, Albon, the scientist, Ricciardo, and Esteban Ocon, Norris, Sainz, Daniel Kvyat, and Gasly, Magnussen, Raikkonen, Romain Grosjean, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Russell, and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Meanwhile, PS4 Pro. See, after 2019, the loading times were very quick on PS4 Pro, and I could tell from like Billy and Cameron, the Xbox One X were the same. 2020 is just so slow. It's either slow or really slow, depending on which console got. Because if you've got, like, if you've got one of the original Xbox Ones or PS4s, it's an age.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
And I imagine by extension, if you've got an Xbox One S or the updated PS4, it's a bit better. And also, if you've got a PS4 Pro and Xbox One X, it's even better still. And also now with the PS5 and the Xbox Series S/X, it's even better still. Just also, it's not also those games are not optimized for OSs and the graphics cards that the next gen are going to have, as opposed to the outgoing gen. Anyway, I'm rambling. Race time! It's the British Grand Prix. Oh, Paris has a very bad start. Oh, Sergio! Where's this rabbit to go?
Okay, you need to give that position back. That was an illegal overtake.
I'm not backing out of that. I'm gonna swallow it. Five seconds. Oh, come on. That's bollocks. Alright, we'll just swallow it. Besides, he held up a lot of the field. And now it's Leclerc got more straight line speed than he's in a Ferrari! Oh, now it's been corrected. Now it's been corrected. Got bear in mind now, we are getting stage to the R&D tree, where we are diverging a lot from what I'd expect from real life.
Good so far.
That's good. Got a double toe here from Verstappen and Vettel, all the V's. Taking a V in. See if we can V off Labuse. No. Here we are, skulking about. So, we're rotating the car nicely here. Bell derating there. I think he's applied a lot of airs at end of straight because it suddenly stopped coming at him. I suspect there was a bit of deployment going on. Sort of stuck now with the dirty air and the lack of overtaking ops. And it's got a top of Verstappen as well. That Red Bull is not really working. That's a surprise. Oh, I might have mugged that earlier. Oh, I had visions of Dan Watson and Perez there from Xbox Championship Season 1. Apparently that was a legit overtake. Get in, I suppose. I said to 1 foot lead, so not a getting, but... Oh, nice. The game must have thought Val should have given me a bit of room. Okay.
Will be enabled this last second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Oh, that's the biggest corner cut that one has ever witnessed. Never mind. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. If the game's not going to warm, I mean, bear in mind it's on regular. Just say this was strict. We'd all have about 1 million seconds of time penalties. DRS very effective in getting towards Verstappen a bit there. Going to be nice whether they hold Mistral, I suppose. Never mind. That Red Bull's draggy as hell. Also, I know the Mercedes isn't exactly drag free, but gotta try something different with Verstappen to pass him. Never mind. We'll keep pushing, skulking. Looking for that overtake. Oh, bit slidey. So we're going to release the DRS off Verstappen. Val thinking of having a look, not sure why. We got yellows. Won at Renault's at their home Grand Prix. By the way, the Alpine livery. Can we have that as a permanent one, please? It's a bit different. Ocon out. The future is now the past.
Let's start burning it off, please.
Duly noted, Jeff. I'm burning it off as much as one can. Speaking of Ocon, as we were earlier, his F3 rival that he defeated, Max Verstappen. Also reminded of their Brazil 2018 bus. It seems I've had a couple of incidents like that in SPL this week, funnily enough. I'm gonna have to... Oh, I tried to do that to try and mug him. That's ill-advised. But at least they're now in the back of him rather than scribbling backwards. Yeah, but their tier on here is bad. I know they tried to make a testing facility way back when. I'll tell you one thing though. I think me and Verstappen are catching Hamilton.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
I tried it. No. Now enough game not giving us any warnings, so we'll resume battle. I think Verstappen's tyres are marking up. Or maybe me desperate for my 4K television to do things, but... Yes, you're not holding me back this time, Max. Billy Smith dislikes the stream and the video. When it goes up on the tubes. Okay, now let's see what pace we've got relative to Hamilton. Not calling Bottas all the time. Because of course when I do my league racing practice, I practice as Hamilton. So I'm used to comparing myself versus Bottas. Not him. Oh, we've got some pit stops happening now.
Just taken the lead.
He already was in the lead. He's been leading from the start. Now's a good chance to evaluate pace. I should just waltz up to him, particularly if I'm going to do corner cuts. Because now his qualities will be feeling a bit ancient. But if he can take him this far, having qualified him, I should be able to then do the same on fresh ones. If I, by pitting on lap 7. Yeah, I seem to lose a lot of time coming out of the complex there. Going wide a bit. Mad. Not really getting much. I'm getting a little bit more wear in the fronts than the rears, but it's not too much. I wonder if I may go another click forwards for my next stop. Next stop. I'm making one stop.
Lewis is in the pits. Pit window open. Let's box.
It's gone to prime. Okay. And Alvin's gone to prime as well. I wonder if this is the result of us having no tyre wear upgrades. Or and him being on the weird alternate strategy. Alternative strategy.
Be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
Yes, those will fall away. Well, I'm due to come in this lap, aren't I? Yeah. Well, Hamilton is in a bit of a train, which Verstappen is heading. Which, it's Given. Is that? No, it's not Giovinazzi. It's when a Ferrari's involved. Remember, it's a 7 mile an hour speed limit. We haven't practiced speed limit. Right, I need to apply to Emmy really quickly. Oh, yeah, of course. The penalty.
Exit now. You'll be racing as you leave the pits. Go, go, go.
Dad passing now.
That was our last stop.
think we've got a racing point that's got in the mix. What's going on? Why is there a train with Verstappen in? We can still win this race despite the penalty. Is Verstappen damaged? I've got to check. Nothing visible. I mean, he's had a scrape, but we see that a lot. Yeah, Perez is legit P3. I mean, Perez legit won at Azerbaijan, so. Oh, where am I going? So Verstappen's getting away now from Vettel. I wonder if we're being held up with traffic. A little bit. Yeah, I still reckon I can take these guys. Hamilton's P4. The undercut must have been huge. I say the front end is feeling much better now. In fact, I think it's the prime tyre with Hamilton making him slow. Like, that prime is good, but on a 50%, it's a 25% race. Yeah, the tyre wear scale's same, but... Second person watching, yeah, get involved in the chat. I love you. Oh, come on, DRS, come on, 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 come on. We can have Leclerc, by the way, get well soon. Nobody saw that. I'll forgive him because he's a bit ill. So he's allowed one lad off there. Oh, the grip coming out of the North Chicane, as it's called. He must be deploying a lot. I know I won't have the great straight line speed because of up in the front wing in the first stop. Whoa. Now we're right in Hamilton's gearbox. Oh, wow. That's easy. In the same car. Now, Perez, if you want to be cynical, is the lead Mercedes. A pink Mercedes that I'm quite used to being in, thanks to all the various leagues and Xbox Championship. 30 flat despite traffic. Nice. I was wanting to rest the engine there, but I won't be able to because look, I've got to run. Well, I was going to have a Nico hit me situation there if I didn't back out. The win is still up for grabs, unbelievably. I think Perez will have a bit more rares though, because he'll have some upgrades now. Strategy's going to screw Hamilton here, isn't it? And they're trying to give it everything, but look, Perez is just scampering away! But what? What? That's his Mercedes, it's quicker than this one! Sorry, no, rephrase, it's 2021. The 2020 Mercedes is slower than the 2019 Mercedes, what the hell?
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
I need to make an overtake a lap here for the win. But Perez having DRS all the time is not going to be helping. Look, his straight line speed is just so much better. I can't do anything. This is where the no R&D challenge is starting to make its effect. Right, good. Mugged him. Might be in a slight corner cutting that. Oh, wow. That racing point is really quick. In a straight line. Now, these are two cars that'd be easier to overtake in a straight line. Want to just save the airs this lap. And my engine is a bit warm. That can't have been helping. By the way, chat, get involved. How are you? I am here. I can read you. Get involved. I want to know how you're doing. Oh, wow. The grip. This proves even with no R&D, the Merc is amazing. Don't get me wrong, the Red Bull is probably a slightly better chassis in the vanilla game. The Merc is just a 9.5 out of 10 or better everywhere. Now we're back on Verstappen's gearbox again. I think I'm getting held in traffic's really helped out. I think, yeah, without my penalty, I would have been right in the thick of this from the get-go. Coming out of pits. Never mind. Penalty's the penalty. Maybe not this lap, but next lap. He's got to think about resources. Oh yeah, next lap's the last one. Slightly too far back. They set him up though. Forget next lap, I want to do it now. That's what you call Merc Power, kick it in! Lead of the French Grand Prix.
We have 2 laps of fuel.
One of the crown jewels of the calendar.
This is your final lap of the race.
Ha. Yeah, I'm out of DRS now. Good.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
That's encouraging. Weather report.
This is your final lap of the race. Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Realise the next race is going to be good practice for the 100% Friday-Sunday League. Friday League. Yeah. Oh no, wait, hold on. It's a Friday-Sunday League. Friday is 100%. In the Alpha tonight, oh, that's going to be fun with a Friday power unit and 3 launch straights. Well, not they're even that long. It's just medium long. That's enough of a Friday power unit to go. Nah, I can't be arsed. Not feeding me any oil anymore. Right. There's only one thing to say at this moment. Hashtag get in. And I'll be back in a moment after the podium ceremony.
Drive. Just fantastic. You deserved that race win.
Another superb French Grand Prix comes to an end, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory. So, Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
Well, when you overtake that many people, I'd certainly hope you'd win the race. Their car was really effective in the slipstream here today, and the team will be pleased that they didn't cook the engine, given how long they were spending in the hot air behind other cars. They had a lot of confidence to push their tyres hard as well, especially going into the corners, which allowed for some late braking and some exciting passes.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. The scientist increases their championship lead. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
I have to give it to the scientist. There was a lot going on all down the field, but they were the only one who I really felt maximised their potential.
It's time to check out the Constructors Standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
I mean, we did well there, to be honest. Yeah, 55 points heading to drivers. Happy with that. Look at that. 124 points heading in the constructors. It's going well. Oh, the fog is getting a bit thick here. It's getting a bit thick here. I thought the sun was burning it off, but no, apparently not.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you?
Did I?
There are rumours that you're looking for a contract with another team. Is there any truth to that?
Is there?
Do you have any comments about the collisions?
No. Need to render that Xbox Lombardi back again because my computer somehow managed to lose the file. That's what I'm trying to do while I talk to you guys and do the game. That's easy. All I've got to do is say, right, I'll make it again, please. But that's going to be like 24 hours. Ah! Ah! So I've sounded like a seagull, but ah! Ah! Oh, look at that driver clip. Shoot it up. Shoot it up. Like your favourite druggie in your favourite set of toilets. More like their favourite set of toilets, but shh, 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 shh. It's a minor detail. It's a minor detail. Right, we should actually move on a bit. Yeah, that would be great. Let's put Lombardi. Yeah, we're going to do it in 4 of the K. Because then you can see 4K graphics. Right, and if it fails to remember file this time, I'm going to rage. I think actually thinking I've probably lost half a terabyte of it years to the computer doing that, losing files. And then eventually recently realised, oh, what's going on here? And deleted all the shit. Huh, okay, Austrian Grand Prix. Now, this is perfect practice for tonight, except I'm in an Alpha, not a Merc. If I were doing a league race at Austria, or doing Styria, this would be perfect, but it's not, so let's just go there and get going, I suppose. Yes, let's do that. Also, I've got SPL admin to do, so let me just change the power unit, and then we can do a bit of simming. Which buys me a bit of time. Professional streamer, I really am, honestly. Okay, right, I see what's going on. I see what's going on. Oh, now I've seen a couple of people see the spec for this PC. It's really pricey. It'd be like it's gonna be like 3.7k, but it's wonderful. Of course, okay, right. Put power unit 2 back in. Well, these bits anyway. So this is race 7. So keep that in mind, kids. So you'll have to forgive me. I'm having to do league admin here. Right. The secret league race out that helped me win SPL PlayStation Styria. And I'm going to be using the option tyre. Essentially, this is like a bracket league race in some senses. Oh no, my battery pack starts to show signs of wear. Not good. I want the battery pack. I want the battery pack. I want the battery pack. I see a racing point. Be the ghost race to get Stroll. Stroll! Yeah, Race Point have upgraded their power unit and it's just showing a bit here. Now it's Hamilton taking the charge. Will we see Stroll appear again and Perez? Yeah, P5.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today. Hamilton, Stroll and Max Verstappen. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Oh, these league clips. But look, 2 times off by the way on options. Nice. Right, got my phone there. Did Chelsea respond to me earlier? Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Right, it's race time, boys. I want a battery pack, by the way. Entry stuff, 51% now. Okay, that's gonna cause issues. Maybe power unit penalties will have to start to be a thing. Right. Crofty's gonna do his thing again.
Welcome to the beautiful Styrian Mountains for another chapter in the story of the Austrian Grand Prix. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about the scientist. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
By the way, nice loading of the Red Bull skin.
Away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, with Lance Stroll alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Vettel, the scientist, and Albon, Perez, Leclerc, Ricciardo, and Carlos Sainz, Ocon, Norris, Pierre Gasly, and Magnussen, Giovinazzi, Grosjean, Daniel Kvyat, and Kimi Raikkonen, Russell, and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Yes, let's do that.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely, let's go. Bit of wheel spin there. That's going to put Albon on my inside. So I'll just go around the outside of Vettel instead. Nice. Oh, squirming everywhere. I can tell we're in the stage of the R&D challenge where we've just not got the horsepower advantage anymore. Well, Verstappen and Hamilton having fisticuffs. Stroll is interested. I think we'll back out from it. Stroll is blasting his way by, showing the work Racing Point have done on the car. Yeah, Stroll had great quality pace. Damn nearly beating Hamilton. That would have been quite a thing. But okay. That one done. Me going wide, getting a lap 2. Oh. That is quite annoying. And to fend from Perez while attacking Vettel at the same time.
Stay with him, he might make a mistake. We could still regain the position. recharge is high. Let's use that overtake button more.
Duly noted, Jeff.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS.
Use a bit more battery to get DRS.
The car ahead and in the DRS zone.
So it'll pay him back a little. Good. We're in a DRS train that Verstappen's heading. He's got 3 Merc-powered cars. Well, 4 actually if you include Perez behind me. Hungary to get by. Look at all these FLs just being exchanged. Hamilton's got Verstappen. Will that bring me and Stroll back? Oh, he's got on the inside of Verstappen! No! The line they're taking, Stroll's going to be on them. Who gets the DRS? Hamilton does. Yeah, Lewis is going to have by. Will Verstappen have something to say about it? Of course he will. Round the outside, a swash goal he goes!
Hamilton's just made a move for first.
But he's not going to be alongside into Old Lauder. Hamilton, Verstappen, Stroll, me, Perez, Vettel. That's the top 6.
We're running an excess on fuel. Mix 3's
And this looks more reminiscent of the MotoGP race. This train than a F1 race, but what do I know? Now Stroll is having a look at Verstappen. Oh, defensive. I had to take avoiding action there. I want to pass Verstappen too, so bye-bye. Stroll goes defensive on me. Verstappen. Nah, you're not getting alongside there.
Good job, nice overtake.
So Verstappen's just being passed by 3 Mercs in about a lap. Vettel has passed Perez. So the 4th Merc not doing so well. This is going to be an interesting battle. Can Stroll getting DRS of Hamilton? I don't think he is. Not yet anyway.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
I had my chance there and didn't take it. Yeah, Stroll's definitely getting it too, but he won't be able to keep up in corners. Stroll's got too much straight line speed for me to attack. It's quite weird. I'm in a Merc and I can't easily overtake someone. I know that has been the case in real life with Merc being susceptible to DOTR. Also, I must say, I think Stroll's going to be in DRS this time around. Oh no, he's not. He's losing too much in the middle sector and final sector. Old Lauder and the Burger Chicane. Just too good for him. I think I'm going to make a call. Box this lap!
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
By the way, chatter, I'm still here. Get involved. Oh, go for it on Stroll. Now, do I get the DRS or Stroll? Stroll does. Okay. I won't box this like then I can stick to strat. It's actually made the move. If I didn't make the move, I would have stopped to try and get that undercuttage in. This is the Red Bull Ring in Austria, Amy, by the way. Hello. Nice for you to spectate. Although Amy's thinking, what am I doing? Thinking about getting that PC that I showed her the specs of. I may get built for me and will come in about a month or so. If I choose to go ahead with it. 3.7 grand though. Oh, it's a pricey computer. Might just be worth it though. Yeah, I'm closing Hamilton down now. Yeah, I think I will. Trust me, Amy, I would use such a PC because one thing you may have noticed in the specs is it allows you to get a capture card. Now, if I do get such a PC, I will get an Elgato 4K 60 Pro. So it's like my HD 60 Pro, but he said it just does things in 4K. I think it can do HDR as well. Not too bothered if it doesn't. Because 4K gaming on its own is impressive. It'll give me less issues as well while recording, because if it's got 4K mode, it'll have, I think it'll have low fidelity in it, so that means I can activate game modes on my TV still, and still then be somewhat effective. Because when the HD 60 Pro came out, game modes weren't really a big thing on TVs at the time. So all ever since 4K TVs have become a thing. Because now you have to sort of pay the price between visuals and gaming. But with gaming, if you're that bothered about visuals when you're gaming, you'd get a PC. Game mode is a mode that you can have on your television or computer, which minimises. Oh, Jim, that's inside! That's just a legal overtake. Well, I was avoiding an accident. I'll get the DS to pull away. So game mode, what it does in your television, if your television has it, you usually see these on 4K TVs, and 8K ones, obviously. What it allows is it sacrifices a little bit of a graphical power to lower the input lag that you get on your console. That's very important when you've got like fighter games, RPGs. It's important in racing games as well, because then because you need the car to talk to you, and it's much more rapid and accurate. It's why it's always good to fork out for a good steering wheel as well. That reduces input lag. It's why direct drive wheels are becoming a thing. Basically, game mode makes everything look not so as good, but the gaming response is more than worth it. Don't get me wrong. I'm playing in 4K as we speak now, stream off of PS4, and you're watching in HD, but my God, does it look good.
We're leading our teammate by 6.2 seconds.
And yes, it would look more sexy if I was playing with game mode off, but my performance would be much worsened. So I remember TVs that are 4K, they're very smart and they actually talk to your consoles and your TV boxes and whatever else. Oh, Ocon's out! Ocon's out! Ocon's out!
Okay, clear. Safety car deployed.
Oh.
The safety car has been deployed. Watch your delta.
Oh.
Keep it positive as we catch the pack.
Lance Stroll is pitting under safety car. That could gift him something here. I can stay out. I'm going to stay out. This might give Stroll P2. Yeah, it's going to give Stroll a position here. It's going to give Giovinazzi time as well. Put it this way, Stroll is right behind me. Look where Verstappen and Hamilton are on the map. That has given Stroll a slice of luck there. He's jumped Verstappen and Hamilton there.
We're coming up to the safety car now. Do not pass it. You are the leader. Follow the safety car.
I mean, fair play. He extended the stint and he looked into it. I mean, the one disadvantage you get with an undercut is you put yourself at risk of a full course yellow coming out, in this case, a safety car. And you'll lose the advantage, and indeed, you'll probably lose time. Overcutting, most situations with all the tyres, you won't gain time, you'll lose time. But staying out increases the chance of looking into a full course yellow that gains you time. Also, that varies track. There are some tracks where you have the delta, some it's just more like a third. Depends on track layout, the delta assigned, the pit lane speed limit, etc. It's why pitting at tracks like Sochi is so viable, because the pit lane speed limit is 37 miles an hour there. So that's why the virtual safety car in 2019 gifted Hamilton the win, because obviously the Merc started on options, Price started on qualies, Leclerc made his undercut, Vettel then pitted, and then obviously, well, his car blew up. So that brought out the virtual safety car. It stayed out long enough for Hamilton to pit and leapfrog Leclerc, and it brought Bottas really close to Leclerc too. Anyway, I hope I explained game mode to you okay, Amy. I hope that makes sense in layman's terms. Because TVs these days, they're actually computers. I mean, they always were, I suppose, technically, but they were very primitive computers. Now they're actually fully fledged computers. It's quite strange. I mean, suppose your phone's computer, your tablet's computer.
The energy store is getting worn, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop. Safety car is in this lap.
Oh.
Safety car in this lap.
No worries, Amy.
The pace on the restart. Keep it steady until the safety car has reached the pit lane.
Amy, tell me when to drop the hammer on the safety car restart. We'll go with you. I know there's a bit of latency involved, but still. Tell me when I'm going to drop the hammer and go full speed on the safety car restart, Amy. That's what I mean. Well, you're going to have to get used to it, Amy, because in 6 days' time, you're going to be in a league race where you may have a safety car restart to deal with. So tell me when I'm going to go full speed, basically, because I'm the leader. Go until the start-finish line to drop it, by the way. Go on, tell me. I'm at the second last corner. And don't be stressed, it's all going to be explained. Going to final corner, Amy. I've got to go at some point. Right, going now. She's giving a go. Green, 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 green. Wow, Maria's a dead cold.
Green flag.
Oh, no one, no! Get out of steer! Because they're not at temp. Stroll's trying to take advantage. No, no. Black Mercedes says head a pink one. It's not Xbox Championship or SPL or TSRG. So speed and power, speed and power, speed and power. Okay, we're building that lead over Stroll. This is good, this is good. Now, he's shooting favourites to have an advantage because he's got fresher tyres than Verstappen and Hamilton and co. As I said, the safety car played out very well for him. And he's got a very quick car in a straight line. But then again, now they stop Vettel passing Perez. So we'll see. But that Red Bull's going to need a lot of assistance to pass the racing points, I suspect. And just an easy way to thing. This is round 7 of this career mode. This is where the championship in real life actually started. On the exact same day it is in the game. Where's the thing, isn't it? This is where it actually started. In July.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Yeah, probably got 1.5 out of DRS range. Good.
You're pulling out a second lap on the car behind.
Yeah, car's feeling really good. It would do on qualifying size, I suppose. And we had a safety car to eke a bit of life out of them. As expected, Stroll's keeping Verstappen behind because of the straight line speed. Why does safety car get introduced, Amy? Well, if we have a severe incident on track, I'm thinking of it in real life terms, we have an incident on track where we don't need to stop the race, but we need to neutralise the track, i.e. stop the racing, then you bring it out. And with a safety car, you can bunch everybody up so you can get a gap of about 2 minutes, depending on the track, to clear any debris up on the track or any stranded cars on track. That's the reason you'd introduce one. I mean, the clue's in the name, safety car. I suppose. But what do I know? Okay. Now, Amy, do you want to know about the virtual safety car? Now you understand the safety car. Okay, so the virtual safety car is for something less severe, where you don't need to bunch the field up, or they're sufficiently bunched, like say after a restart or a start. So, which in that case you neutralise the track, and you follow a delta. Same with a safety car as well, following the delta. It's like being in a scale electric, and you have to go 140% of your of normal race time. So basically, for every 100 seconds you're doing a normal lap, you need to do 140 seconds or more on a virtual safety car. You'll have a delta that tells you whether you're good or bad, and you'll get a penalty for exceeding it. But anyway, the virtual safety car, they have it to neutralise the track where they don't need a full safety car, but where having double waved yellows in one part of the track is too dangerous. You actually need to forcibly slow the drivers down with a delta. And usually the virtual safety car doesn't stay out for more than 2 or 3 laps, because after that you'll probably need a safety car. Right, last lap. Forgot I could just dump the battery now. Stroll, let's get Verstappen behind. Nice. Just lift it off there, because they want to be accused of being a corner cutter. Right, get in there. Nice.
That's the race win.
What's boggling you? What's boggling you? What's boggling you, Amy?
A fantastic team effort to secure victory here in the Styrian Alps. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Without a doubt, the safety car changed everything today. The key to their success was keeping calm and reacting to the situation quickly. We've seen teams in the past throw away wins because they were too hesitant, but here they were decisive, and that's allowed them to take the advantage.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
Ah, it's weird. Lance Stroll P2. Racing Point. And actually, if we had a normal season, I bet Racing Point would have actually nicked a couple of podiums at Austria, if not,
So then,
if not, then just the one.
This result affects the Drivers' Championship. The scientist increases their championship lead. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver
nice.
of the day?
Lance
Nice
Stroll
lead.
certainly put in an impressive performance
He
today.
did.
No doubt his team and fans are extremely proud.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. It was also
Oh,
a
wow.
strong Grand Prix from
Nice,
SF1 this
nice.
weekend. Fantastic work from the American team to move themselves further up the table. Well, that was
Nice.
certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself
So the
for
virtual safety car,
more
basically,
exciting
Amy, is for
Formula 1 action
something
soon.
a bit less serious than what you need a safety car for. So something you can quickly neutralise the track for, get it resolved, and go back to green flag racing, basically. And it's a situation where you probably don't need all the cars bunched up to clean it all. If that makes sense. Also, if you needed a tractor, then you'd probably need a safety car. But if it's in a non-dangerous place, you could use the virtual. So obviously, an F1 car versus tractors, anyone knows with poor old Jill Bianchi, well, I think the star's being rotten that one, unfortunately. We can only look forward to make things safer and better. Ultimately, if there were no danger in F1, nobody would watch it, because there'd be nothing exciting to watch. Yay, thank you. Thank you, Amy. Glad you understand now.
You had a bit of contact today. Who was at fault there?
Oh, I'm just going to play politics and say nothing.
It was more like dodge 'em.
I'm going to play politics and say nothing!
Well, thanks anyway.
Don't ask silly questions that I'm not going to answer. Plus, it's like real life where you get asked a certain question you ain't going to answer. I mean, 5-2 now from that race. Yes, look at that. 18-12 ink rivalry. Good for acclaim, good for acclaim. Not that it matters too much, that's not the point of the challenge. But, hey-ho. We're going to be the halfway point after the British Grand Prix. We've got to do that next. Well, toughest test of them all, where, and this is where an actual Mercedes in real life won on 3 wheels. I'm going to have Amy asking, a Mercedes won on 3 wheels, how does that work? I know she's going to ask that. This is where I'll have to do some explaining. Oh, they're upgrading the durability department to go Spec 3. That's nice, but I'm not going to be doing anything with it. What? Lewis Hamilton won the British Grand Prix with only 3 wheels on his wagon last year. And I'm not making that up, by the way. Well, I'm going to send you a link to YouTube, Amy, once I find one, and you can watch. Yes. That is the ticket. There you go. Link is in the chat, Amy. Oh, it's going to be gloomy. Typical British weather. I don't mind that, though. Not miserable like other people. Right, next sim at Prix. It's really fucking sad. It's getting even thicker. SHICCER. I would spell it. Nearly 20k R&D points and we spent 0. It's quite funny, that. Makes me wonder what Mercedes would actually do. To spend that all. How'd they react to it as AI? I'm curious. Like, I have to go as late as 1 days before leaving them. Seeing what happens into a second season. Because surely, with no development after 1 season, they're going to stick to about where Racing Point are in the vanilla game. I'm a bit yawny. Right, Lewis with his Gran Turismo hat. We like a bit of Gran Turismo. In fact, you know what? I might stream a little bit of GT. After a quick interval with this stream. Like a bit of Gran Turismo Sport. Right. Actually, you know what? We're going to go into the second column now. Because it's my home Grand Prix. So let's go. This is the one I want to win more than any other. But this is going to be a bit difficult. Because in SPL, I took part in 3 Grand Prix that took place at this circuit. That being both British Grand Prix with qualifying bands. And the PlayStation 70th anniversary race. I won none of them. I came 3rd, 2nd, and 3rd. There I am. See, it's all right to get serious, this shit. Now, going to Abbey is always fun in your very first attempt. New Zealand round setup. By the way, I've found no setup that can get me through Abbey without a little bit of skating. So this is going to be fun. Oh, it's good run in the race, but all the tyres will go far, to be fair. Maybe should have gone quali, but at least with options, I can go all the way comfortably. With qualis, it will be tricky. It was a close one, Amy. But if that punch would have happened at, say, Cops, a couple of corners later, it'd have been likely sitting in the very empty grandstands after the race, wondering what could have been. Instead, he won the British Grand Prix for a record. I think it was a record 5 times in the. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, no. He won it a record amount of times. I think it was 7 times he's won it now. Yeah, he won it in 08, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2019 and 2020. It's one of his fortresses. As I say, there's no place like home. I think he definitely benefits when there is a crowd there from the Mansell Mania. Yeah, his drive in the British Grand Prix to bring that home. With Verstappen being on the freshest of freshest qualifying tyres on a fastest lap attempt. I mean, arguably that's where Red Bull lost the race. By the way, P2. Arguably Red Bull lost the race by Peter Verstappen, but Verstappen's tyres were also getting cut as it transpired. So maybe Red Bull made the right call.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three. Hamilton, the scientist, and Alexander Albon. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry.
Albon's third!
As we head into the Grand Prix.
Unrealistic. Game's going in the bin. Oh wait, I bought it digitally. Twice! And if I get this game on PC, it'll be thrice, because I'll buy it on Steam as well as on Xbox and on PS4.
That was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. How do you feel about this team's performance? Do you think your teammate was enjoying themselves in front of their...
The sad thing is there was no crowd at the British Grand Prix last year. I hope that this year there is. I mean, with our vaccination program in Britain, I hope that... I don't think we'll be able to do a full crowd. But I do think we'll have a social distance one. But at least it's something. But even if we have to have empty grandstands, just having the British Grand Prix at all, it has to be there. It was the first Grand Prix, of course, back in 1950. The 13th of May, 1950. Curiously, it's the only Grand Prix in history to have a reigning British monarch attend. Now, you see, if I was king, I'd be attending every single British Grand Prix. You know how King Juan Carlos of Spain, I know he's advocated since, always seems to go to Grand Prix. I'd just be there every British Grand Prix. In fact, because I'd be king of 16 countries, I'd just go to every Grand Prix where I am monarch and just be there. I'd also be very breaking a lot of traditions though, because I'd just be shaking everybody's hand like Juan Carlos.
I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Alright, so let us go to the British Grand Prix. Oh wait, unrealistic. It's taking place in July, and as we all know, last year's British Grand Prix took place in August. I say that in tongue-in-cheek. But it was the first ever British Grand Prix to take place in August. And that's at the 71st event since F1 became a thing in its current form. So, interesting because we've had April, we've had June, we've had July, but never August. Imagine British Grand Prix in August to spectate. It'd be fucking baking. Oh, fucking piss wet through. 1 at 2. Sorry for the effing, by the way. That's me getting demonetised if I ever go on the YouTubes and get monetised.
Welcome along then to Great Britain and the Great Silverstone Circuit for today's Grand Prix. The 3.6-mile-long Silverstone Circuit is one of the longest of the season, with 18 corners in the current layout. With average lap speeds reaching around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the quickest tracks of the year. Watch out for cars taking the right-handers of Abbey and Copse flat out. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness, and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Let's
yes, Senna fans.
grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and the scientist completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Albon, Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel, and Leclerc, Stroll, Perez, Ricciardo, and Lando Norris. Sainz, Giovinazzi, Daniel Kvyat, and Gasly, Grosjean, Ocon, Kevin Magnussen, and George Russell, Raikkonen, and Nicholas Latifi. That's it then. It's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
One thing I got to mention is the top 8 is a bit Noah's Ark. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2.
Okay, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Don't take unnecessary risks.
I won't. Oh, we might. Yeah, we can go as long as we want on these tyres. So if they have to stop, then they will. But we can just keep going. You can get a qualities half distance, but it's a stretch. Options will happily do a 25% in its entirety. Meanwhile, better start than Hamilton. Hello viewers, get involved in chatter by the way, since we're all coming in now, please get involved. And welcome to the 2020 Mercedes No R&D challenge. Well, I think we'll do a restart. That didn't happen. Yeah, I'm not doing a race coming from back. No. We also have to do with Coulthard when I had to do it in 2001. His suspension broke in the lap 1. Nothing to do with the contact he had. I think we are not truly had contact with. Oh god, this takes so... The loading screens take so long. Right. Here we go again. For the first attempt for the British Grand Prix. It's got... Oh! This crowd here? Unrealistic. But say with Austria, there was a crowd there. Put the game in the bin. Unrealistic. Like when I get F1, if I do get F1 2020 on a top end PC, I will just turn the crowd off, just for realism. Okay, Hamilton has got away from me. Meanwhile, Albon right on the back of me. Oh, he's giving it some go. Oh, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. I'm focused, Jeff. Oh, wow. I think I'll do another restart. Oopsie. I'm sorry. I didn't have to restart our flashback. Did I think flashback a couple of things in France? Austria were fine. Britain were like,
Okay, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race.
Yes, Jeff, yes. Right, British Grand Prix for the first attempt of it, and the only attempt of it, as you'll all know. Bottom box down, come on! Get ahead! Yes! Unsteering through the loop! Not what we need, because that's going to put Hamilton on our tail. In fact, Albon, thanks to look at him, dangerous. We all know how that ends normally. In fact, he has a nibble at me to Brooklands! Also, this is where he got his punch in real life. On the final lap. Oh, wow. Are we seriously going to do this? Side by side as teammates into cups? I didn't fix it. Alvin's going to have a look into maggots! I'm pretty for any of them. Oh no, they actually minimised time loss there. I sound like a speedrunner talking in like that, but I suppose F1 is glorified speedrunning. I mean, Hamilton developing a gap now over the rest. Oh, wide. Oh, no. I left the room. I thought I was going to get Pedrosa Lorenzo'd. From the end of the 2013 British Motorcycle Grand Prix, of course, the finish line for motorcycles is here. And they all start finish straight. It's a bit gloomy. Weather report.
Say again, you're breaking up.
You don't understand Yorkshire? Is that what's going on, Jeff? Reporting the weather.
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
Weather report.
Repeat that. There's interference.
Really?
The rain is a few laps out yet, but it is coming. Be careful. Dries seem like the best tyre for now. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
Oh, because of the weather, though, I'm not stopping until the weather comes in. If it really doesn't do anything, I'll pit to qualies at the very end. Vaulting out of the loop. Make sure I get far enough away so Hampton doesn't have a think into Brooklands. Oh, okay, we're good. 103 OI, by the way, if you are wondering. Oh, we're going to do this to get into cups, are we, Lewis? Are we? Okay, you can have the DRS. I'll have the DRS down Hannah straight, happily. Oh, he's scampering away. No. Thou shall not scamper away, Lewis. Sir Lewis Hamilton, should I say.
Some rain soon. Expect the first drops.
Yes. Meanwhile, Mr. Pleb is repassing for the lead of the British Grand Prix. Oh, it moved through club. I always have issues through club. Possibly an Xbox Championship. Second place in the British Grand Prix. I know letting Bottas through at the flag. Too keen to catch Dan, I was.
Radar suggests some weather is going to hit in around 5 minutes' time, so stay on your toes.
Making a hash of Maggots and Chapel, must say. Right, applies enough airs to get away from Hamilton.
Previous lap. Push now.
I'm not stopping, by the way, Jeff, just to let you know. Yeah, I'm holding up the train lane there, then the Racing Point's holding up another train. And the Hasseys are just fighting each other, then the Williams are holding up a train. It's very much like a Moto 3 race, where you just got groups of vehicles slipstreaming each other. This and Moto 3 is, there's not a lot of overtaking going on. Moto 3 is just madness. This is more of a sitting war at the moment. A phony war. An inside of Abbey. Oh, really? Really, Lewis? That was fun. Oh, it started to rain. Started to rain.
Dry seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Yes, I know that. It's literally just started raining. I want to know what the report's not what the track is doing. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, booking Bronco from Maggots. Oh my god, Lewis, really? Look what you've done! A Knights of the Rome! Fisting me here. Giving Alexander Albon of all people the lead. I'm letting Vettel get involved. That's bad. That's very unpatriotic of you. Verstappen just turned me. What is going on?
This rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future. Dries seem like the best time.
Yes, I know dries are the quickest tyre for now. As if that's just happened though. As if that happened. Unbelievable. I'm lucky not to be damaged. Then again, we are unreduced.
We're still on the right tyres for the time being.
Good. They're all pitting, presumably to bin their qualies. Because it's definitely ain't to make a stop to Inters. The track is nearly as quick as it was. We can just stay out and play the long game. It's psychological rain at the moment, as motorcycle racers would refer to it as. I mean, there is a very slight effect on grip, but you just gotta trust yourself.
We're running in excess of fuel. We can turn up the engine to mix mode 3 if you need it. Turn fuel to rich.
No, I'm not having to look backwards. Can't see better. Did Albin get damaged in a whole kerfuffle? I'm catching him rapidly here. There may have been some damage because Vettel and Verstappen are behind a McLaren now, apparently. Yeah, Brown had to go in PV. Would not expect this whilst it's raining.
Albin is stopping now. We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
I wonder when it'll turn to winter. That's all. We can stay out and wait. That's the beauty of being on the option. Sign your race tyre and you'll give yourself some payback later. Yeah, I'm happy with the buzz. Albon's 26 seconds behind. Okay, bear in mind the Delta space 7 miles, the speed limit space 7 miles an hour here, because for some reason the game has not recognised our speed limit in real life was up to 50 and 19. That's an easy change, Codemasters, a very easy change. Albon is ahead of Hamilton, okay. The Racing Points have vaulted forward, yeah, there must have been some front wing repairs to where Verstappen and one of the Ferraris are. I'm presuming the first Ferrari is Leclerc, because I don't think he got damaged. Yeah, still feels okay at the moment, the track.
Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay.
Definitely psychological renegade at the moment. Definitely. Right, Grodron's putting primes on. Why would you put prime tyres on?
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
I would definitely not come out first now. I'd definitely come out third.
This light rain is going to be with us for a while now. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Oh, this yellows. It's Hamilton! Oh no! We've got to get ready for the full course yellow. It does come out straight in. No, it's not. I needed to know that very quickly because I was coming towards the pit entry. We've blown up from SPL Xbox Britain. It can give you a big benefit. Pulling away from Albon this lap, good. I only don't think we're going to get a...
Stop the car. His race is over.
Oh, that's a shame for Lewis. It's a shame for team because that's R&D challenge made harder. Turner though, Ferrari aren't taking points out of us. Well, at the moment as it stands, Racing Point are going to be taking as many points from this Grand Prix as we are. Everybody else is going to be taking less. So it's not too much of a worry. Just got to keep pushing on.
Okay, clear. careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
Gonna stay as long as I can, because if it starts to soak the track, we're in prime position. I don't think it's gonna be.
Okay, we haven't used both dry compounds yet. We still need to come in
both.
and fit the alternate compound.
Both. There's 3 of them. A soft, a medium, and a hard, or as I would refer to them, a quali, an option, and a prime. We started on option. Presuming for 1 lap, we've got to qualifying tyres. Stanley's a little bit grey from the track now, but it's nothing untoward.
This rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Yeah, it's starting to affect the track now.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
But it's not enough to make me go for insert. Losing a second lap is nowhere near enough. I need to be losing a dozen seconds, really. So at 1/12 of where we need to be at. I can give the FL to Albon. Also, I'd rather have the point for myself and for Bono. What are you going to do?
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Right, here we go for the one and only stop. A very late stop, but a stop nonetheless.
Okay, I need you to stop. Okay, that's it, please!
Why's Chloe sent me? As in Chloe Horseman, why?
Release, release.
No clue. Even sent her a pic of my POV to make a point arena.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
We're racing Albon on exit.
This is your final lap of the race.
As if Albon will win this. Got loads of airs to come throughout this though. Oh, skidding. Race is going to go to the finish. Like the real life British Grand Prix, but for very different reasons between a Red Bull and a Mercedes. Right. Speed and power. Oh, yes! Breezing by. Motor power kicked in there against the VTEX of Albon's Honda power unit. Oh, get in! Yes! Winning at home is better than anywhere else. I don't care what anyone tells you. It's not about winning Monaco, it's about winning at home. Woohoo! Yes!
Yes, another historic win under their belts. Well done to the team at Mercedes. And, talk to me. What do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role.
Yes,
in the
sorry,
outcome
Amy.
as well. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over
I think that means Amy's using her
race
headphones or
distance.
earphones.
So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
Can't have a giveaway. Can't have a giveaway when you mention your ears. Not gonna lie. Either that or you've got a massively loud television or a massively loud soundbar. Mine isn't as loud as my old one. Still good though.
Excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Speakers. Ooh. Ooh, speakers. Ooh, ooh. We all love a speaker arena. Oh, take that, James Allison. Not that James, by the way. 20 years, yes, you do, Sedge. You do.
Let's see what effect
Anyway.
this result has had on the driver's standings. The scientists
Oh,
who posted their
94-point
championship
lead. Oh,
after
yes.
an incredible day of racing. Who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Let's give it to Esteban Ocon.
Yay.
Commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed. All respect to the fans' choice, they fully deserve it. But I just feel that my pick had a little more on their plate, so their ability to keep a cool head and come through for such a strong finish made the difference, at least in my opinion.
Controversial.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors Championship. Mercedes continue to extend
They
their
do.
lead. Meanwhile, good work from Racing Point this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Indeed. Racing Point take P2. They're coming on strong this career mode. They really are. I suppose you have a 2019 make and develop it, you're not going to do too badly. Makes me wonder, had Mercedes actually carried over their 2019 guys to 2020, how they would have done. Because if you were thinking back to 2018, right? You're expecting to have the same rule set for about 2 years when it did the make overtaking better rule change, which may have been slightly better. Would have hoped for more, but at least 38 isn't as annoying as it was in 2018. It's just slightly better. Because I would have personally gone, right, one chassis for 2 years, and therefore between 2019 and 2020, you don't have to think about building a new chassis. All you got to do is keep upgrading your PU, keep upgrading your aero. It could be a version B, 2.0, whatever. That's what I'd have done. But yeah, then again, you'd be like, because then you'd have had to have carried it for a first. You'd have to do a 3.0 version C. Whatever. Right, I'm just going to be back in a moment, kids. Because I would like to go to the toilets. Won't be long.
The contract renewal window is open. We can try and renegotiate for a better deal with our current team, or approach someone else.
on, chaps, getting a drink. Right, chatter. He's back. He's back. Now I'm back properly. Now I've actually sat down. I've got a can of Pepsi Max. Yes, right, let's renegotiate current team.
Great. They're happy to enter into negotiations with us.
I'm going to take a risk. Oh! That's good. I went high so I could do the power mapping. That thing marks pointless in a no R&D challenge. Media coaching doesn't really matter because I'm not really trying to play politics. Driver claim, I suppose that can bleed into the other three. And plus, a claim will make things easier going forward. Fuck it, we'll do that. So much easier to get your perks sorted in my team because obviously then you're not relying on someone else to give you money in the sense of, okay, your overall team's being paid. Sure, by sponsors, but it's your money to control. And this is what I've had to beg Mercedes to do. Right, so we're now going to do Hungary. Oh, I get to deploy the Xbox Championship and double SPL winning setup that I stole a VRF1 Elite on the Xbox board. Right, let's go to race weekend. Let me tell you, his setup is wonderful. I've adapted it to make it how I want it to drive and be over a race run, and that's me like making it soft. I've put a bit more front wing on, so when I get hot tyres, which just happens at this track, the understeer's negated a little bit. Not entirely, a little bit. Enough for it to be counteracted. Or if I'm doing a longer run, I can eke them out by using the extra rotation. Oh, it's going to be a wet race! Okay. I don't mind eating a wet, so it's fine for me. Oh, I've been on there a couple of hours, nice. Yeah, probably got about another hour and a half before my cod and haddock will be ready. Because, you know, fish Fridays. Oh, yes, we all like fish on Fridays. Amy, by the way, vegetarian. Oh, well, used to be. Also would do this as a vegetarian. Eat seafood. I'll leave it out there for everybody to decide what to do with that information. Personally, I've never been vegetarian or anything like that. I don't have any moral issues with food, to be honest. Long as the animals are treated well. So, long as the animals are free range and free roaming, may I add, ideally, it's fine. I think, talking culturally, I don't think you can go, yes, I'll eat chickens. No, I won't eat dogs because I'm mugs. It's like that. You can't really say stuff like that. You know what makes sense? Let's face it. Okay, engine's gonna have a big one at some point, but it's Hungary. Straight line speed is not the biggest worry, even though my setup is very tracky, very tracky. Ragnar's retiring in this screen mode. Oh, that's a wet race all the way through, so we'll go just use qualies. Because we don't need to worry about strat. Because we just know it's got to be pouring with rain, so we can just worry. You don't have to worry about getting out the grid as possible. So we can apply the qualifying tyre, which I never really get to do in this grey mode. I'm so adverse to starting on them that I'm like, no. I've only ever done Xbox Championship when I've needed a track position. Or when we did Friday Sunday League, the Friday version last week, being in a Williams, like, I'm not getting through on option tyres. I may be able to have done so in hindsight, but there's just no way in living hell I would take it race right. Need to make sure I load the right setup. This is where I went running. This is where I went all run in Olo. Okay, let's go. It's great because I've got straight line speed, but a 13.6. Nice. Nice.
Okay, good job,
Well,
mate.
the tyres are fucking boiling after that.
Fantastic drive.
It's a wonderful
We're all
surprise,
ready
that
for
though, is it?
tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. The scientist, Hamilton, and Charles Leclerc. With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
Let's go.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. It's always good to qualify at the front, isn't it?
I mean, well, yeah.
Do you think this team are performing as well as they could do?
Even though that's not true.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Well done. Very solid results. You're looking good for the race.
And the race is going to be wet, so let's go to it.
It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of the Formula One World Championship. We don't expect too many retirements at this track. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher. He made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. The Hungaro Ring, it's like Monaco without the boats. 14 corners, 6 to the left and 8 to the right, and some very tricky corners to deal with. These rainy conditions out there aren't going to help either, so it's very likely we'll see a safety car or two during today's race. A warm welcome to Anthony Davidson, who's beside me in the commentary box today. Let's talk about the scientist. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. The scientist lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Alexander Albon, and Vettel, Stroll, Perez, Ricciardo, and Lando Norris. Fiat, Sainz, Kevin Magnussen, and Ocon, Gasly, Grosjean, Kimi Raikkonen, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Russell, and Nicholas Latifi. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Right, let's do this.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another
Really?
top 10 finish.
Into this quicker tyre? Okay, I'll trust it. Wow, pulled away much quicker than AI. Wow. That is much faster. This is going to be a grind, so get comfortable, chat, because I know I'm having to.
Start. Let's keep it up.
It's a good first lap, this. If I remember though, the AI are not quick in this weather. I remember doing this for the league racing practice. They weren't quick in this weather for whatever reason. And I couldn't tell you why, because I really don't.
Heavy rain to stay a while. Doesn't look like it's moving anytime soon. It's hard to say if inters or wets are better right now.
Oh, interesting. Well, we've been moving to wet, but the line is drying, not wetting. So who knows? like a moment there.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy.
So I'm not saying much, but I'm just focusing and just pulling away like hell.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Actually, the way I'm going, I might be able to make a stop in this race. Consider it a safety stop. We'll see how things go. But I'm pulling out 2.5 to 3 seconds a lap. I could do it when I've got the gap. About 20 seconds at Hungary, if I remember. 21. I mean, it feels like it's getting trickier. If anything. I can still track the lap time, but it feels like it's getting more sketchy to do the times. Saying that, my front right is getting hot. But who really knows? We're so delicate in this weather.
left. A teammate behind is 13.5 seconds.
There's a Haas holding up a lot of the field towards back. It's interesting.
Power from the engine is going to be down slightly. It's showing some minor wear.
Oh no. Anyway. I mean, I'm 16 seconds ahead after 6 laps. That's over 2.5 seconds a lap faster. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm close to getting that safety stop. We'll pit lap 9. Middle sector, nice. Yeah, I've got the gap to the safe stop now. This is good. Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
He understands for that time. Good. mean, lots of things have done a wet stop. It showed a bit there.
Exit now.
Will Williams has made a pit stop as well, curiously.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
What a gap I've pulled. What a gap. That's incredible. Proud of that. Weather report.
The radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while now. Inters and wets will probably have similar pace at the moment.
I imagine they would. The Inter can still make work.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more.
There's just not much to talk about. Not that there's much chance for me to be able to talk when the weather's like this. Okay, the fresh inches are giving me a few tenths a lap. Nothing miracle worthy, but certainly nice to have fresh rubber when it's getting heavy. 28.1, nice.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. We're leading our teammate by 12.2 seconds. Job. That was the fastest
Okay,
lap of the race
good,
so
good. But gap and pull now, I could even pit again. And do an FL attempt at the end. That's crazy. It's almost absurd. Could scale it by the Williams ahead. If I get too close, I can always stop. So I'm getting close to getting a pit stop on the guys behind.
Understood, stopping this lap.
They're going to catch the Williams this lap. Because I'm that much quicker. I was expecting to see the Williams this lap. Apparently I am. Okay, it's Latifi, yeah. He's much slower than I am. To be fair, it's getting out of the way, so we don't have to worry about pitting this lap. We can wait another couple for going for the FL. It's like we're in another formula compared to Latifi.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Because we've got enough to get now to do the FL attempt. In saying that, I could be paying for a second set of Inces here. Oh, third set. I could two-stop the race and beat them on a 0. Hey, hi, where's your pace? Oh, 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 oh. Well, they're squirming. Might be a good idea, actually, because look, I've got a whole We're catching up to that massive train. Headed by the Haas. Yeah, Latifi's catching this train as well. These guys are really slow. In fact, I reckon the lead Haas has got front wing damage. Yes, he does. Yes, Grosjean's got wind damage. Anybody else here do? Just shows how difficult it is to overtake. In the wet, for AI anyway. Here we go again.
Go now.
Latifi's just passing me now. That's how much of a gap we've pulled. But look. I'll probably pass him this lap. Have an unspoiled FL. I don't know, Grosjean with the damaged front wing. I might still catch that train. Because of that slow.
2 laps of fuel remaining.
But we'll see. Well, this has definitely been an easy win. If I can win it. Because you never know, you gotta get there before you can. Oh! Skiddy!
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Oh wow. These Winters don't want to grip, do they?
This is your final lap of the race.
Go on, any slipstream. He's a good slipstream.
Pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
I won't. But yeah, this has been a very good FL lap. Well, really wanted to put it beyond down, wasn't I? Could have done a better final sector made up. Matter get in! What a performance! Woo!
Yes, you've done it. Well done.
Meanwhile, it's looking like the Blair Witch out there. I'm not driving fun, really.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
It's a heroic effort for any driver to race in conditions like these, and seeing them fight their way to the front was very special indeed. They were able to find all the grip, all the good lines, and had the confidence to get on the power to top it all off. That's what pushed them into first place here today.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today, Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Ah, this feels good.
Let's have a look then at the driver's standings. The scientist increases their championship lead.
Woo.
So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver
Big
of the
lead.
day?
It's got to be Lewis Hamilton. I mean, he pulled off some impressive feats out on the track today, even by his standards.
It's time to check out the Constructors Standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from Red Bull this time out.
Oh yeah, Racing
and they
Points slumped to
improved their
4th.
position in the championship. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to...
I'm sure to... Honestly, Crofty. Honestly.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. It made it look easy. It doesn't get much better than a win at this track, does it?
Not true, because British Grand Prix is the best. There were no fans for going on Prix, so it can't be that. No, in fact, it's the right. All the answers are bullshit.
It's looking like the championship is already won. Do you think there's still time for this to change? You and your teammate took the top 2 positions.
It really was blazing.
Things looked close between you and your rival for a bit, but you came out on top, didn't you? Appreciate your time.
That rivalry, oh yes, with the race to spare. I'll take that, thank you. Oh, the acclaim. Thanks to the rivalry, bursting through level 9. Oh yes. Happy days. I think we'll be taking PU penalties for Belgium, I'll be honest.
You're not currently in a rivalry. Sooner or later, you'll probably be asked by the media who you consider to be your rival. Think carefully who you select, as while you will receive acclaim for beating them, you'll lose acclaim if you fail to do so.
Yeah, so we've got Belgium, Italy, Singapore, Miss Russia, then we've got Japan, USA, I've got rid of Mexico, then Brazil, which I'm not very good at, as you've seen on SPL Xbox, and UA, which is Abu Dhabi, yes. Oh, that's resource points, got 22,100 points.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through from the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
And which will be featured on another stream. Thank you very, very, very much for watching, guys, whether that's here on Twitch or as a YouTube video. Thank you so much. Bye!